Hey guys, welcome back to Big Nuke and Records. Today we're here with a Beatles tier list, as you can tell from the screen here. Probably one of our favorite
Heck
bands.
yeah,
Of course,
dude.
Cole Aspen Knight joining me again. Same with the Black Sabbath
Hey,
video.
everybody.
One of the
I'm
biggest
back.
inspirations to the Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne, the Beatles.
One of the biggest inspirations to the black.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere way worse.
Well, yeah, they're not the Who. They don't just randomly have blackface in their album somewhere hidden.
Yeah. All right. So what
Uh,
are we doing today? We're doing a tier list, right?
yeah,
The classic tier list. Classic YouTube tier list. Let's get
yeah, and I
into it.
say we just dive right into it with of course their fucking you know, iconic debut with some fucking crazy songs on here that, for like most
Yeah,
most
dude, these these
bands
songs are hard as fuck.
are hard as fuck.
No, I'm sorry. Just when you said crazy songs, like all I could think about, yeah, this shit rips, dude.
Yeah. I mean some of it does, dude, for being fucking pop songs, it fucking rips.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fair.
And I will say, just to like start off, that I think probably for both of us, these first two albums are probably our least listened to albums of theirs, I would say.
Yeah, I'd have to say so.
I do love this album and the next one. There's songs I fucking love on there. I just don't come back to as much as when I first started listening to the Beatles. I used to just listen to like the whole entire catalog, fucking nonstop, for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I
I
mean,
mean,
of
I
course,
still usually just listen to the whole catalog, so.
you have some fucking like real, three really big hits on here. With I Saw Her Standing There, amazing fucking song, amazing
Yeah,
fucking love
absolutely.
song, type beat. Um, Love Me Do and Twist and Shout, really big songs. I don't know, actually, surprisingly, Please Please Me is actually kind of looking low on the numbers. I do fucking love Please Please Me, the title track of the
Yeah.
album.
Honestly, Twist and Shout, like the Beatles version, is the best version of that song,
Of
so.
course.
As it is with a lot of the songs they cover, actually.
Yeah.
But,
Minus the Hound Dog song. I don't
oh,
know if you
yeah.
ever that I just think John Lennon, like way he sings like the yeah, whatever that
Yeah, I
fucking
don't think
part is.
John Lennon was the choice for that.
But I mean, it's still not terrible. But yeah, there's like great songs on here. Even if there's covers on here, I believe there's a couple covers on here. I want to say I don't think these are all Lennon McCartney
Yeah.
songs. Of course, Twist and Shout. I don't is not them as well. I think right.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, there's some great
Isn't
songs
that,
on here.
is
Great
Twist and
deeper cuts
Shout,
too.
Fats Domino? Or maybe Chubby Chaser? No, sorry. That's not his name. Chubby Checker. Jesus
Oh
fucking
yeah, dude, Chubby
Christ.
Chaser. But yeah, there's some like great songs on here. Like I love Misery. Misery is a really cool song. Anna Go to Him, another great one. Um,
Yeah.
I love
This is
Love
like
Me.
my least listened Beatles album, to be quite honest with you. But I have heard that version of Twist and Shout like a million
Of
times.
course, who hasn't?
So you know what? B tier. That's my final offer.
I was gonna go A tier honestly because I just like there's some songs on here that are smaller, but I really like A Taste of Honey is like a kind of fun
Well, we
fucking
can't put all
party
the
song.
albums above B. So
Well, I think there's gonna be an album that goes in B at least.
all right. So
But
this album's C tier. You're right.
I'll give it to you at B. I think it's better than B. I personally think it's A, but
I
um,
don't know.
I really love this album.
I think looking at what's coming up, that's a tough one, Chief.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I guess B is fair because this is like the more. To be fair, this is
They're
really where they have
molding the
broken out
idea
into their
of the
own.
Beatles. Yeah.
And then next up with the Beatles, which actually does have a lot of good songs. All My Loving, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It Won't Be Long. I love that song. Please, Mr.
Yeah.
Postman
Great opening track.
is a great
Roll
song.
Over Beethoven is a song I actually do like.
I'm not a big fan of Roll Over Beethoven, but it's not bad. Hold Me Tight, I love. You Really Got a Hold of Me, really good. I Want to Be Your Man, classic.
Money. That's what I
And
want.
yeah, Money. That's what I want.
Hell
Is also a
yeah.
classic. So I
Hell
mean, this
yeah.
this album where I think it's honestly on equal footing as Please Please Me.
Yeah.
I think it's a good B tier album.
I
Um,
agree. 100%. B tier. Low B.
there's some really good things on here. I don't know. I feel like the hits on Please Please Me are better.
The highs are higher.
The highs are
For
higher,
sure.
and I don't think the lows are. I don't know. The problem with this album, the problem with Please Please Me, I will say this: the harmonica parts get a little ear rapey. I will say that. If
Yeah.
you're like casually listening to the album, it'll be like a quiet song, and then you just hear a fucking harmonica blasting in your ear, dude.
Yeah, and that's just production issues, which I think, like,
This I will
Honestly,
say.
the Beatles albums all sound really good for when they came out.
So I will say with the Beatles, I think production value has gone up tenfold though. So it
Yeah.
might honestly for me just go above Please Please Me.
I kind of like the way "Please Please Me" sounds, though. I don't know what that little skip in my voice crack was,
But
but I personally think that "Please Please Me," like I don't know, I like the sound on that album, but maybe I think it has like a thing to it.
yeah. And then Hard Day's Night, I think for me,
"Please Please Me" is like their death metal EP. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's a rough one. Hard Day's Night, I love this album. Uh, honestly,
Yeah, no, I love this album too.
I think it's a
"Hard Day's
fucking
Night" opening track rocks.
rocks.
I
I
should
should
have
have
known her
known
better
better.
is also really
Great.
good.
If I felt
Yeah,
a
"I'll Be
fucking like
Back."
depressing song, dude, I'm just happy to dance with you. Another kind of like slower track, if
You
I
can't
remember
do
correctly.
that.
No, it is a little bit more upbeat, but I do love that song. Tell Me Why, great fucking song. Um, Can't Buy Me Love, of course, classic. Anytime at all,
Yeah,
great.
I think
Fucking
this whole album is pretty fucking awesome.
yeah,
To
I
be
think this
honest.
is an S tier album.
S. I don't know if I put it in. I mean, I'm also like a little bit more partial to the later stuff, at least like nowadays. But I would say A. I would say high A.
High A, okay, I'm fine with high A.
I think
Honestly,
there's still some production like
there's
stuff that like is not as good as their later stuff, obviously, and that's partially like technology and whatnot.
yeah,
But I
there's
just like feel like listening quality is not at like the level you'd want it to be. But the songs are great; they are killer.
yeah.
And I just don't think they're as interesting musically
I think
as
there's
they
like a
get
direct.
in their later
I
stuff.
do I do think there's a direct change in albums, and I know that you at least have one S tier before the change of albums. Maybe when they started doing drugs a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I believe there's two S tiers before then, but at least if this isn't,
You think this is one of the S tiers?
no, I mean I'm fine with this one being an A. I think this is
I
a
know we're
great
gonna have
album.
one in common.
Um, but we can jump over to Beatles for sale quick and
Yeah,
talk about this one.
absolutely.
This is honestly, to me, the problem with this album. I think the problem with this is it comes after Hard Day's Night, which is a fucking absolute classic. And this
Yeah,
does have great stuff. No
it's just a little
Reply,
weaker.
amazing song. I'm a Loser, another great song. Rock
What
and roll
about
music,
Kansas City? Hey, 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 medley.
great song. 8 Days a Week, fucking great song. I do actually really like Kansas City. Hey, hey. I don't know if you like it, but I do like it.
No, I'm not the biggest fan of this song.
8 Days a Week, love that song, dude. Um, Words of
Everybody's
Love,
trying to be
great.
my baby.
Well, yeah, that is great as well. That's one I was gonna get to. And Every Little Thing, I do love that song too. Just some like really good stuff, really solid. But I don't think it's as strong as
Yeah,
Hard Day's Night. Even though I think it's
no,
probably, honestly, yeah, I think it's probably the best on here and B tier. I think it's the best B tier album by
sure.
far.
Sorry, I'm switching between all the screens, so I'm like switching back to the tier list from doing other shit.
No, you're
So
good.
if I'm a little bit like slow or behind this, that's why. But I think that's good. B tier is good.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good B tier. Um, what
All
else?
right, we moving on.
Yeah, I think
Help!
Help.
I need somebody help.
To me, this is an
Yeah,
S tier album.
S
I
tier,
love this album.
absolutely S tier album.
Help,
I love this
the
album.
night before, great. You've got to hide your love away, great. Oh my god, every song on here is fucking awesome. I love
Yeah,
this.
no, this album
Minus
rocks.
Dizzy Miss Lizzie, I don't really listen to that song that much. I'll be honest. Yesterday is an absolute fucking classic.
Yeah, I mean, Dizzy Miss Lizzie is definitely like the weakest song, I think.
I fucking
not
Act
having
Naturally,
re-listened to
Ringo's
it
fucking song on
recently.
this, awesome as well. Sorry,
Yeah.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think this album is definitely an S tier.
And Ticket to Ride, dude, awesome song.
I think this is like the first album they really start doing like more interesting stuff musically for me. Like this is where they like really start to catch me,
Yeah,
and they're like fading into like a more interesting period from just like doing that like straight up like pop rock and roll from the era.
yeah,
And also yesterday, like one of my favorite songs of all time. So like I kind of have to Ticket to Ride also, as like popular as that song is as well. It's like one of my favorite songs, dude. I don't know. Yeah, this album rocks. I think it's definitely an S tier. I don't think it's really a debate.
yeah. And then I think our next one probably won't be a debate between us either, because this album,
No,
Rubber
S tier.
Soul, was one of my favorite, or probably my favorite Beatles album for a long time.
You actually turned me on to this album.
I don't think it is as much anymore. I do love this album. I've just listened to it so much that it's not as much my thing. But Drive My Car, great, minus the beep beep beep. Norwegian Wood, absolutely fucking classic. I mean, honestly, I don't even want to list off songs because I'm just gonna list off the whole album. There's not a
Yeah,
bad song
this
on this
album
album.
completely S tier. And you know what? I think the thing is, you don't need to wonder why the Beatles like had to like completely reinvent the wheel and do like more different, interesting stuff because they like topped their like pop rock thing with Rubber Soul and Help.
Yeah, and then I think this is,
A Ticket to
I
Ride,
think
whatever
this
the
is
fuck.
definitely
God damn
by
it.
far better than Help, too.
Yeah.
So
Is the album called Help or Ticket to Ride? I'm having like a Mandela effect.
Help.
Okay.
Ticket to Ride is on it, but it's Help. So this one
Okay.
I think is going to
Sorry.
be
I was having
controversial
a
on,
crazy person moment.
and this one has grown on me a lot, very
Sure.
much so. Because I know we've talked about not liking this album in the past as much as the
Yes.
other psychedelic Beatle albums,
Mm-hmm.
but I've come
I
around.
like Eleanor Rigby.
I love Eleanor Rigby. I love
I
Taxman.
like Taxman as well. Yeah, I was just gonna
I'm
say
Only
that.
Sleeping,
Jinx.
a fucking awesome song, awesome psychedelic. Here, There, Everywhere. The great first fucking kind of Indian inspired song.
Yeah.
Yellow Submarine. I honestly fuck with Yellow Submarine sometimes. I think it's one of those songs
Hmm.
that I just turn on. Like now that I haven't like
I'm
I don't
not.
hear
I
it as
do not
often. I
give a
feel like
shit
when
about
you're in
Yellow Submarine.
elementary school, for some reason you hear that song like all the time because of music class
Yeah.
and shit like that. So that song's grown on
Yeah.
me. She said, love it. Good Day Sunshine is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Tomorrow Never Knows is like also a really good song off this
Yeah.
album.
Dr. Roberts, great. Gotta Get You Into My Life is also an absolute classic. I do think it maybe falls short of the S tier, but I think it's, I don't know. I don't think it's as good as Help either.
I would probably put it in B tier, honestly.
I I gotta put it. I'm putting it at the bottom of it, in my personal opinion. I think
All
there's
right.
just too much
All right.
great stuff on here. Like Eleanor Rigby is an absolute classic, and then I don't know. To me, like Gotta Get You Into My Life also amazing. There's a lot of amazing stuff on here, and I know some people won't. You know,
I mean, I can't say that I'd want to listen to any of the albums below it more, probably.
I think
But
I listen to Help more, but I think this album has like songs I listen to more than some of the songs on Help. Or sorry, Hard Day's Night, not Help.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I
Um,
think it's good at the bottom of A for now. We might rearrange it later. That
now
might be a contentious one.
now I don't know why this is swapped. This does not go there.
Yeah.
The big one, probably. This is like
Is a big one.
the
Huh?
revolutionary album of all time. One of the most revolutionary albums of all
Are you
time.
looking at the Super Deluxe Edition or the Super Duper Deluxe Edition?
No, I'm just looking at the remastered, so I don't have all the fucking bonus shit on
Yeah,
there.
I know.
Of course, you
Oh,
start
God.
off with fucking Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Just
Also
put it in
mentioned the
S
album.
tier. Just put it in S tier.
Yeah, we know it's
I
S
don't-
tier. Is it above?
No,
Rubber Soul
we
or
can talk
below?
about it though. I think it's at the top right now.
Yeah, I think Rubber Soul has like a fallen.
This
bit
album
back
might
for
be
me.
overrated, but it is overrated for a reason. I'm sorry, like this album all the way through, just bangs
Yes.
hard. This is like
And then-
actually an album that rips. Fixing a Hole is one of my favorite songs of all
Yeah,
time.
Fixing
A
Hole.
Day in the Life is one of my favorite songs of all time.
She's Leaving Home,
Um,
dude. It's fucking kind of depressing, but super good.
Um,
With and Without You, I think an improvement over
is She's
Here, There,
Leaving
and
Home?
Everywhere.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what song that is.
Lovely
I-
Reader. She's Leaving Home. Bye. That song.
yeah.
I don't know how it's bigger than Fixing Hole. Well, maybe so. Getting Better also. I Beat My Woman.
Yeah, dude.
What a
I mean,
song,
it's,
dude.
it's therapy. It's therapy in the form of beautiful music, We're the
Lu-
Beatles. We beat a one.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is such a fucking unique song. Awesome. Also, what?
No, and I was like obsessed with this album in like high school at one point. So
Yeah, I remember.
this album rocks.
I remember I had. I wanted to get a shirt because there was that FYE that said, "I get high with a little help from my friends," and it said like Lennon McCartney
Yeah.
at the bottom. And my mom was like,
Have you
"You're
ever
never getting
heard
that."
the instrumental version of that song?
No.
Sometimes at the restaurant I used to work at, they would play like an instrumental version of like with a little help from my friends.
Interesting.
It was really weird, yeah. But I also wanted to say, A Day in the Life, there's a Green Sky Bluegrass cover of that song that is also really, really awesome that I love, and you should listen to if you haven't before.
I have not. But yeah, I think everything on here is great. Good Morning. I guess it's like a lower point because it's a little chaotic. I will say that, but it's still really
Yeah.
good. I think every song on here is really good.
No, 10 out
Uh,
of 10.
when I'm 64, amazing. Everything perfect.
10 out
Then
of 10, mate. You're in.
perfect album. Now to Magical Mystery Tour. Another album I think it's fucking amazing.
Can't put them all on S. It's an A tier.
You think it's an A tier?
Yeah, because I don't care about Baby You're a Rich Man. Or,
I don't mind that song, but I fucking love.
I mean, it's fine.
I love Hello Goodbye. I Am the Walrus will always be a
I
classic.
don't. Yeah, Hello Goodbye, meh.
You don't like Hello Goodbye?
It's fine. It's a fine song. It's just, it's not that interesting to me.
Hmm.
Blue Jay Way, good song. Not that interesting to me.
Flying is a fucking awesome song. So I don't want to hear that song. Fool on the Hill is an absolute classic.
Yes, Fool on the Hill. I do love Penny Lane. I do love Penny Lane.
I will.
Always
Okay.
gonna get me
I will
with
go. I will go top of A.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, this album is a bunch of songs
I don't think
cobbled
it
together.
beats
I will say
Sgt.
that
Pepper's.
it doesn't feel as fucking coherent as some of the other albums, just because it is an album cobbled
No.
together. But I do love the album.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's the fucking Beatles. Of course it's good, you know? But
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know if it beats Sgt. Pepper's at all. And I don't think I would pick it more than I would. Not that I don't listen to it, but like, I wouldn't pick it more than I would pick like Rubber Soul. You know what? I kind of want to switch it with Help. But
I don't know. Help. It's got great songs though.
yeah, but Help, yeah, it's like good all the way through too. I don't know. I think it's good where we have it. Like I said, we can always rearrange it at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I will admit, like, I like Baby Richmond. Not the best song. I think every other song on here, though, I actually love.
I don't know. Hello, Goodbye. I don't know.
I still love that song.
That's a music class ass song if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, but I kind of love that. I kind of love when they get
All
like
right.
more
White
fucking
Album.
weird.
Better than Sgt. Pepper's or worse?
It's my favorite Beatles album right now.
Yeah. Obla Di Obla Da back in the USSR.
I love Dear
Happiness is a
Prudence,
warm
Glass
gun.
Onion, dude.
While my guitar gently weeps. Glass Onion. I skipped Glass Onion.
Bungalow Bill, dude. Fucking awesome.
Rocky Raccoon, dude.
Happiness.
Fucking Rocky Raccoon.
Happiness is a Warm Gun was my favorite Beatles song for a long time.
Your Blues.
No, everything's fucking great on here. It's got depressing stuff. There's some stuff I will say it's such a big album.
Revolution. And this version of Revolution is so much better than the single version.
Yes. If anybody says that otherwise. I even like Good
Yeah,
Night,
you're
the
stupid.
fucking Ringo super soft song. Everything on
Yeah.
here, I love. So I think
Everybody's got something to hide except me and my monkey.
honestly, my only problem is I do love that song too. That song's fun. That's a fun song. There's songs I love on here because it's fun. I will say it's not as maybe well curated as Sgt. Pepper's. So
Yeah.
I think we probably put it under Sgt. Pepper's in my opinion. That's my
Sure,
It's my favorite Beatles album.
I can agree to that. It's a little bit scattered and there's maybe some filler, like one or two songs.
Now the next one, dude. What do you think of this
Right.
guy? I love Hey Bulldog, and I enjoy all.
I wasn't really like expecting to do Yellow Submarines.
But I think this is the only C tier album. I do love the stuff on it. I just don't care about.
Yeah,
a lot
I mean
of
the only
fucking-
song that I would listen to is probably Hey Bulldog.
I do love All Together Now. It's reminds me of a drinking song, and you know,
I haven't listened to this album in a really long time either. So
I mean,
don't know. I would say
there's only two unique songs on it, which are Hey Bulldog and All Together Now. So that's really, it's really it. It's basically for the two songs. Not really worth it. Might as well just listen to Revolver at that point.
Are those are the only?
Yeah, and then all the George Martin stuff, which is all orchestral. But there's better orchestral stuff than the stuff there. So that's my main thing.
George Martin. Okay. Yeah.
That's my main thing. I don't think that's an album we have to talk a lot about. Maybe this album we might have to talk a lot about though.
I don't know. I would say A tier.
No,
Yeah, dude, Hard Takes. It's just an A tier.
I can't agree with that,
You can't put the album with fucking Mean Mr. Mustard above anything in S tier.
dude. I love Mean Mr. Mustard. Mean
I don't
Mr.
think
Mustard.
I don't like this album as much as maybe you do or maybe most people do.
Mean
So.
Mr. Mustard sleeps.
At least
in
not
the
right
barn.
now. Like, of course, I love Something. Something is one of my favorite Beatles songs. And Come Together is always going to be cool. But, like,
I love the way
Other than
this
that,
album
Here
carries
Comes the
itself
Sun.
all
Sure.
together. I think this is the most coherent of all their albums.
I
Personally,
really thought Maxwell's Silver Hammer was on Get Back, to be honest with you.
I also love Maxwell
I don't know
Silverhammer,
why that. I do
even though
like that
it's
song.
like, what?
I said I do like that as well.
The hammer. I know the hammer might get annoying, but like I love that song.
Ting ting.
But the end, one of my favorite Beatles songs of all time.
Yeah, that is a good
Carry
song.
That Way. My whole
good.
thing is like this album is the most coherent Beatles album of all time. I think it'd be a travesty to put it. Personally, to me, it's a travesty to put it below.
Rubber Soul.
Yeah,
All right, that's fine. If that's where you want to put it, it's fine.
I just personally.
I can agree to it as far as like.
I mean, if
Being
you want to,
important and it's good. I would put it at the bottom of S.
then let's
don't
put it
think it's an
between. Let's
S
put it
tier.
below Rubber Soul. I'm fine
All
with
right,
that too.
That's
I
fair,
love Rubber
that's fair.
Soul.
Sure.
It was my favorite fucking Beatles album forever.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather listen to Rubber Soul than Abbey Road, personally.
Yeah.
That's just me. So
Now time to do one of their albums that's
I love this album. So
mixed between. I do love this album. There's some songs that the two fillers are not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, but everything else on here I love. Two of Us, one of my favorite driving songs of all time.
yeah,
Um,
Across the Universe, Dig
yeah.
a Pony.
Let It Be, of
At
course,
One
is a
After
classic.
909 is fucking awesome.
Yeah, One After 9/9, very classic sounding song. I've Got a Feeling, love that song.
Get Back. I mean, title track's fucking awesome. The Long and Winding Road. I like that song a lot too.
Dude, one thing that always has pissed me off is I remember listening to
I don't like Maggie May.
yeah, I
whatever.
mean it's like a 40-second song to be fair. So my whole thing with fucking dude, fucking Long and Winding Road pissed me off. I was once in the car and I was like on aux and I played that song and my mom was driving and she's like,
Oh
"Holy
no.
cow, I guess the Beatles did make a bad song."
What?
Yeah. And I was like, "You fucking bitch."
What? That's the song you say that to? Are you kidding?
It's like one of the most fucking emotional songs. Fucking
This is a beautiful song.
yeah, it's crazy. I do think it's worse than the White Album though.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah. This could be a bottom of S, top of A.
I I do think. Well,
I think
actually,
it's.
I don't think it's
I don't
better
know if
than.
it's better than
I don't think it's
Magical
better than Let
Mystery
It Be
Tour either,
or
so-
better than Abbey Road. I think it might be better than Help though.
I don't know if it's better than Magical Mystery Tour though either.
I don't know because there's like
It's kind of like on the same level to me.
songs on here. What you want to go? You want to go second tier
Yeah,
of A?
that was fine.
I'll give it to you because I got my Abbey Road up there. All right, that's all I care about.
I would put it at the top tier of A because I
Top
think
tier?
the songs
Okay,
are
I thought you
a
said
little bit
you didn't
better
think it
than
was-
Magical Mystery.
Okay, I thought you didn't.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
My problem
because
is like Get Back, absolute classic.
I'm trying to think of
dude.
which of those albums, I'm trying to think which of those albums I would rather listen to. Because I think they're like right. Those two are like neck and neck for me.
So my big thing, so reason I love Let It Be, and I don't think you've watched this, is the fucking like Let It Be concert movie where it's like the 3
No, I
hour
haven't watched it.
fucking amazing. It's awesome to
I
watch
watched
them
a
write
little
these
bit of Get
songs.
Back.
Yeah, Get Back. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I've watched a little bit of it. I didn't finish it though.
I mean, there's three movies that are each like 3 hours long. To be fair. So
yeah, so I think I just started it, but
I think
It is
makes
really,
it
really
improves my
interesting and
experience of the
awesome.
album. So I would put it in S personally.
for sure. But I also think the album's just a good listen.
Yeah. It's very
It's a much more like somber kind of experience.
yeah, and
It
definitely
definitely
knowing
feels like the end.
technically Abbey Road's the real end. But yes, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
It's all kind of fucked
I
up
don't know.
because
It feels like I don't know. It's because Abbey Road is more coherent. I think, like, it feels more like a kind of disjointed ending, but it's still really pretty and like has good songs. So
yeah, this is kind of the Beatles' Coda, but a lot better.
yeah,
Like infinitely better. Like Coda's fucking dog shit.
yeah, like Coda's dog shit, and this isn't.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's a. I honestly think
I'm
this
sorry, I
is a
got
pretty good
distracted.
ranking.
There was something fucking playing on my TV. But it also just told me the Gray Hill incident is ready to play on my phone. Wow.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank God. Go check that out on Two Guys One Game.
on
Whenever
Boss
that's out.
Nasty
Boss
channel.
Nasty Gaming.
It's linked in the thing. So if you
Oh,
any of you guys who love the Beatles also love video
did
games.
you want to rearrange this at all? I think it's like pretty solid.
No, I think honestly it's hard
My
to say
opinions are
anything
going to
else.
change in 2 weeks, so doesn't matter.
I think it's hard to say. Like it's hard to put anything lower because the problem is this is not necessarily fucking putting this up against All Music Ever. Because if it was All Music
No.
Ever, I think damn near all of A would be an S and all of B would be an A, and then this would probably stay
Yeah.
in C.
Yeah, I mean, in All Music Ever, they're probably just all in S except like the bottom three.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. All but them, and then that stays in C.
Yeah.
Even with all albums ever, this is not that great. It gives two good songs, so two good
Yeah.
new songs.
Unless you're really into like soundtrack stuff.
Yeah, which I'm not for this. This is not to me not great soundtrack stuff personally, but
No, not what I would go for.
nope. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good list. Do you have any final thoughts of what you think of the Beatles?
Nope.
All right. You know,
Beatles are cool. You should listen to them.
yep. If you haven't listened to them somehow, if you haven't listened to them, seems fucking impossible.
All right, time for a goon sesh. Let's get
All
out of
right,
here.
bye.